Fire away.
How do you feel right now with one game left about your guys' NCAA tournament position?
Well, you know, that's, though you want it to be at the front end, it's still secondary, and it has to be secondary because really the focal point, what we've talked to our guys about, is finishing off this second season. You know, we break it down into four, and first season's non-league, second season is the league, and we got a chance here to go undefeated at home. We got a chance here to finish fourth. By finishing fourth, that helps us in season 3 being the Pac-12 tournament, because it would give us a bye in that first round and be one of the top 4 teams, to where now we go 8 days before we play again. And for a team that, you know, obviously playing 8 guys, that helps us. If we can get separation of 8 days to one, rest and work on some things going into the Pac-12 tournament, and by getting Wednesday, we'd have a 3-game win streak going. So those are the things that we're obviously really hammering home to the guys. But, you know, in the back of their minds, and obviously the back of our minds, we know how much meaning this game has to getting to season 4 being the NCAA tournament. But still, we got to kind of stay in the moment and understand what it's about. And I want our guys, we've been a pretty enthusiastic group all along as far as what they've been able to do at home. And we were a little bit quiet in the Washington State game, and that's kind of been our demeanor on the road. But at home, we've had a little bit different demeanor, and we just got to get that demeanor back, of being really enthused and excited, and hopefully being senior day with the 4 players that we're honoring, the 2 managers that we're honoring. I'm hoping that helps as well. But our guys know there's a lot riding on this. But you got to relax and enjoy it too. You can't just feel all that and put it all on your shoulders. We want to make sure we're playing who we are, being who we are in that game, because it's going to be a difficult task. USC is a very dangerous opponent here late in the season. They've been playing very, very hard.
How do you make sure the guys do stay relaxed, knowing how much is at stake, especially when you have such a young?
Well,
youngster?
We didn't do much of anything yesterday. We thought we were a little leg heavy, and a little bit. I don't think we were flat, because I thought Washington State played really well. I thought they had a really good game plan. They played well against us. They shot the ball well through about the first 25 minutes of the game. So we got their best shot, and so I'm very pleased with how our guys were able to respond in some adversity under pressure. And I think that helps us going into Wednesday's game, because if all of a sudden we're in that situation again, the guys have had that feeling before. So it's about not wear and tear on the legs and bodies now. A lot of more mental focus. We're in the film room more than we are out on the court this time of year. But our guys also know, and we've told them, you just got to get through Wednesday. You get through Wednesday, and now it's possible 8 days before you play. And it could work out, depending on what happens, but it could work out that our next opponent 8 days from now will play 3 games before we ever play a game again. And that's got to help us. That puts the momentum back in our place again. So it's important that we just get through Wednesday with an awful lot of energy and being healthy. So we got one more day of good, crisp, short practice here today with some film work. And at this point of the year, the guys know what to do. We're not changing a lot of things of who we are. Just do what we do at both ends of the floor, do it as well as you can, and that's kind of the message we've been giving them.
Obviously, when Tony plays like he did
right
on Sunday, it's a big help. How do you make sure that he does that as opposed to the past couple of games?
Well, you know, we said back in October that I thought if there was a key to this team, because of our youth, because of our inexperience, I thought the key to the team was going to be Tony, because he gives you something that I didn't think a lot of teams in the Pac had. Not a lot of teams, even in our non-league, had. You know, the Kentuckys, the Gonzagas had it, but having a power forward / center that could really be a low post threat. And if you look around the league, you look around, there's not a lot of guys that we've played, other than maybe Kentucky or Gonzaga, that you really think about double teaming. And I think Tony brings that presence to him. And if we get the ball going inside out, our offense is so much better. So we have to have a presence in the paint, and we're a good driving team. So we've been driving the ball very well, but when we can post the balls well, then we're making sure that the ball's going inside first, and then it comes back out, and our shooters can get good looks at shots. So he's a big key, and he's a big key defensively. And, I thought Tom did a great job. 4 blocks, 14 minutes. You know, Tom's starting to come around as well. So those 2 guys are big keys to us, because not just of what they present to us offensively, but how they can anchor our defense. And so that's going to be a key for us.
What's USC doing better now than maybe they weren't doing the last time you guys played them?
Well, there's been a lot of games, so I know in the last 5 games, I think they've been without McLaughlin the last 5 games, and I think Jacobs has been terrific. Jacobs and Stewart's been shooting the ball better. Janovic, I still think, is one of the better bigs in our league, and he had 14 on us in the first game in the first half. So, but I think they're playing very hard, which is it's a tribute to Andy and his staff to be in the position they are and playing as hard as they are. That's a tribute to them. And so they are playing hard. They're playing aggressive. Obviously playing free. Not a lot of pressure to them, but they're playing up and down. They're getting up and down, and that's going to be a big key for us. We've got to do a good job in transition. I thought Washington and Washington State both at times hurt us in transition. So our shot selection, taking care of the basketball, I think that really helped us in the second half against Washington State. We didn't turn the ball over, so we didn't allow them to get out and run as fast as they were in the first half. So defensively, it starts with what we do offensively, the shot we get, and then making sure we get matched up in transition and make them go against our half-court defense.
How have you seen USC adjust to playing without McLaughlin?
Jacobs is just a little different. I think in those 5 games, he's averaging something like 11, 7, and 7. So not only is he assisting, but he's scoring and he's rebounding. So that's a point guard that's getting across the board a lot of things done. So I think that approach has been good. They're playing fast. They're playing pretty aggressive defensively. Rotation hadn't changed a whole lot, other than maybe Duke's coming in and playing now, where he wasn't playing when McLaughlin was in there. But they're doing a lot of good things. They've been in a lot of games. I think they've had 6 of their losses have been by 5 or fewer points. So they've been right there. So it's important for us to start the game well and then just sustain that and make sure we're doing what we need to do. Good.